So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You talk about this Titan defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The slot man in motion right.
And they'll accept that penalty.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks. 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Being chased out left.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Shotgun now for Murray.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
That's good for the Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Titans had 3 and 9 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
From the gun, Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown!
Chigga Conqueror.
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Riley Moss on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Second and 4. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Browns first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
First down, Cleveland.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this.
They got his man complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray going to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
And now they'll shift things around.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Murray. And his pass incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and it's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Titans use the short field to get in for 6. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Murray. And he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Cleveland.
Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Scott.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Still fighting for more. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Tyler Scott.
50 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Murray.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Remember the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Here's first down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Second and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. Second and 9.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here now, third down.
Back to throw, Murray.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say: get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance of field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Tennessee, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I